Hey, what up? It's your boy, Celebrity Chef O'Dane, man. Out here doing this thing, man.
Give it a look, and you can smell a lot of the seasonings. Now, some of the seasonings, and I'm not gonna tell y'all everything that's in here because you got to get your own bottle. But some of the seasonings that are in here: crushed pepper, black pepper. Y'all, I wrote it down. Oh, scallions was another one that threw me. But when you shake it up, when you shake the bottle up and you look at it, if you can see it running down, you can kind of see the seasonings, the spices, that's all in there. I got my little French fry right here. And I'm going to give this thing a try. I like the way it smells already. It's giving. So did it. Okay. So I'm going to see. I ain't into smacking, but I might smack on this because this is already hitting. It's already hitting. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I can rock with this. But let me see what it tastes like on my meat real quick. Let me see what it tastes like on my chicken. It's not too overpowering. It has a little, it has a spice to it. Now this one, y'all, is actually called Hot and Sexy. So let's see what it's like on my chicken. And then I'll really tell you how it tastes. That's one. Okay. Now listen, I'm gonna say this. When you put it on your meat, this thing hit different. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Now the heat is subtle. It's not like going all the way to the tip of my tongue to burn. It's a subtle kind of heat. But shout out to Celebrity Chef O'Dane. I'm here for it. I will be buying me some more because I see that I will be using this. Summertime is coming up. Grill's going to be coming out. Matter of fact, springtime grill's going to be coming out. So if y'all are interested, make sure you all hit up at Celebrity Chef O'Dane over on TikTok. And or you can also reach out to his manager, Mercedes, at 312-778-1367. Okay. What's good, y'all? I don't know why that cut off, but at the end of the day, like I said, that seasoning, that sauce is so good. If you haven't gotten your bottle yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You can find it over at Diva Magazine, divatvmagazine.com. You can also, like I said, hit up Celebrity Chef O'Dane over on TikTok. Now, let's get this thing started. How is everybody doing this evening or this morning, this night, whatever time it is, wherever you are? I just want to thank you. I am your girl, Tika Deshawn. I just want to thank you so much for tapping in, for being a part of this Ruthless community. Shout out to my girl Keisha was the first one here today, but shout out to her, Mercedes, as well as Avante. Thank you so much for checking in, for tapping in. This Ruthless community is continually to grow. You guys, we just hit that over 2K mark, baby. Listen, I don't even know what that means. I just know over 2K people don't mind coming back to listen to you, girl. So with that, I absolutely appreciate it. You guys know our guest tonight is Ashleigh Morghan. We're waiting on her to chime in, but it's going down. With that being said, make sure you guys check me out next week. Also, your girl gonna have the internet, the YouTube crowded with her face, as well as some beautiful queens that are coming through. Like I said, you guys, we also have Miss Jody. Let me see if I got the right flyer up here because I ain't got my glasses on. But for those of you that like Miss Jody from the Oval, Miss Linda Boston is coming to play with us. It's already posted. She's going to be here February 16th and we're going to have a live conversation 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss it. And this queen right here hit me up and let me know she was ready to come through. Y'all have been talking shenanigans about Laura and how crazy she was for taking her behind to that Rockadoocha compound. Well, baby, February 17th, yes, we do have Ashleigh Bong, who is coming to join us on the Ruthless conversation. It's going down. I absolutely love this lady. She's so beautiful. All of these queens that are coming through to talk with me are beautiful queens, and I am definitely looking forward to it all going down. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to give you guys a real quick clip, just a little bit of reminder as to who our guest is, which I really don't think you guys need a reminder. I'm pretty sure her character was very memorable. With that being said, I'm going to give you guys this clip, and then we're going to bring our guest on in.
Pictures of the files, and...
Were you careful?
Yes, very.
Are you sure?
Yes, we covered the cameras.
Well, is there any way that he could tell it was you?
What's good, Miss Ashleigh Morghan? How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me and everything?
Perfectly. How have you been?
I've been good. Missing the Ruthless family, miss being on Ruthless, but I've been doing well. How are you doing?
I'm great. Even more great now that you're here to join me on this Ruthless conversation.
When the sun goes down.
Okay. Listen, y'all have no idea. This lady is multi-talented. One of the things, well, let me just go ahead and get this first question out of the way. This is my standard question for everybody that joins the Ruthless conversation. With that being said, who is Ashleigh Morghan?
Ashleigh Morghan is a huge lover of all things nerdy. She likes music, she likes to dance, she likes to be wild. She's an actress, she's a voiceover actress, she's a hand model, multifaceted human being. And yeah, I enjoy acting, I enjoy the arts, and I'm from Ohio.
Absolutely. That's awesome. You mentioned being a hand model, and I'm nosy. I went to your website, and your hands are so pretty. Like they're really.
Oh, thank you.
How did that even come about? Like, how did that even come about?
My friend actually is with this agency. It's called Close Up Agency, and she was like, it's not just hands, it's body parts. So there's like your smile, your legs, your butt, your feet, your head, your hands, like everything. And I submitted, and surprisingly, you know what? There are a lot of jobs for hand modeling, so it's pretty lucrative.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So not only are you a hand model, you've also been in some commercials that we've seen as well. So once again, was that just good booking, or how did that come about?
You know what? Please send me more good bookings. Sometimes it's far and few. But I was very grateful to work on a Hyundai commercial, which I have on my website too, my commercial reel. And I was able to I do voiceover as well. So I did some voiceover work for the Ulta Beauty commercials, and it was in store. So just really grateful that I'm able to be able to work in so many different areas in entertainment, not just on camera as an actress, but other avenues as well.
Absolutely. That is so cool. To say that I am aware of someone who is actually, you're literally all over the place, not just acting, but you got your body parts all over the place. So let me ask this question.
Yes.
How comfortable was it to portray Melinda in Tyler Perry's Ruthless? Because Tyler Perry don't play. He got y'all going through some stuff. So how comfortable was that?
Okay, well, like going into it, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be dark. It's about a cult, it's gonna be dark. But I just wasn't aware of how dark it was going to be. And when you're filming, you're only really, unless you're hanging out on set, only seeing the scenes that you're filming. So like when I was watching the show, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know all this was happening. You read the script, so you know what's gonna happen, but seeing it is so very different than reading it and in my imagination and seeing it on TV. So it was dark. I was like, Tyler is going there. I've been a Tyler Perry fan since the plays, honey. It's Medea.
Right.
Like, this is the darkest I've seen. I mean, now we've all King's Men and stuff, but like this was the darkest work I've seen him do. And I was grateful to be a part of it, but I was just like, oh, okay. You know, you go to work, you do the scene, and then you leave it there, and then you go home. You know, you kind of separate yourself from that.
Absolutely.
So, it was dark.
So how did you become a part of the Ruthless family?
It's so funny. So I actually auditioned for Lynn. Tyler Perry came to to LA, and there was tons of people in this audition. I was so nervous. I was sweating. I was like, Tyler Perry is here. It's one thing to audition for, you know, the casting director and then send your audition to Tyler Perry, but he was here in the flesh. And so, like, luckily, right before my audition, he had come out to use the bathroom. So I saw him first. I was like, okay, now that I've seen him, I'm not going to be as nervous. And I was auditioning for Lynn. So I went in and I had prepared. I felt like, you know, I'm older, but I do look a lot younger. I was like, I don't feel like I did my best to embody Lynn, how I perceived her, but I feel like they're going to want someone who looks a bit more mature. Because Lynn, you know, I was going through some things. I need Lynn.
Right.
Things.
Right.
And so I auditioned for Lynn, felt good about it. They really enjoyed it. And then the next day, my agent was like, they want you to come in and read for Melinda. And I was like, well, who is Melinda? And so I had like the audition, we call them sides, but I didn't have really a character breakdown, like who is Melinda. So I just, from what I read, which was the scene I did with Elder Mother, the first scene where I'm like, I just know why I just created my own backstory. Why would someone want to leave their home to join a cult? You know, what are they running from? What are they running to? How would they interact? What, you know, so I kind of had to create that for myself until I then found out that I booked it. I was so excited. It was the biggest job to this day. And it was a whirlwind, but super fun experience. I learned so much.
Absolutely. You absolutely did an amazing job. And even though the character is gone from BET Plus, baby, you're still streaming on BET. So they have no choice but to know who Melinda is. Now, my favorite scene with Melinda was the conversation between Melinda and Ruth. And Melinda was like, girl, I'm doing this for the highest, and the highest has got me here. How was it? First of all, Melissa L. Williams, of course, is the star of the show. How was it working with her?
You know what's funny? At the time, Melissa and I had the same manager. And I was a different management company, but I knew her manager. And I didn't know Melissa yet. He's like, talk to Melissa. I was like, I'm too scared. She's Ruth. She was so welcoming and so warm. Like, literally, still very close to her to this day. Like, she really welcomed me and was like, hey, like, you know, she's number one on the call sheet. She was making sure everybody was taken care of. Hey, like, if you need to run lines and this is this and this, if you need something, I'm so grateful for her. I know our characters on camera were going at it, but in real life, I have nothing but admiration and respect for Melissa. I love her like a big sister. She's such a big part of my heart. So I'm so blessed and grateful to have been able to work with her and still have her in my life post.
Absolutely. You guys reminded me of like a big sister, little sister duo. And I absolutely I loved you two on scene because, like I said, you were that little sister that you didn't want to be, you know, told what to do because, girl, I got this thing in the pocket. I don't need your advice. And Ruth is that big sister that was like, girl, you better calm down because you don't know what's really coming. So I absolutely love the dynamic between the two characters. It was awesome. Is there anything that you can, I know I didn't shoot this question to you, but is there anything that you can think of that you took away from working with Mr. Perry?
Yes, I was thinking about this today, actually. I was like, I mean, everyone knows now, Mr. Perry works very fast. And I learned how to be ready and to stay ready because, you know, we could be changing the shooting order. We're getting a lot of material done in a day. And I was like, okay, we're doing this. I was thinking it too, because when we filmed the second time around, it was during the pandemic. So we were all on the plantation that he bought hay. So it felt like, you know, the nice thing about that was like, we would go to set and then we come back, we eat, relax, and then we go to work. We all like, hey, I call up Melissa, I call up Lenny, I call up Miss Baja. I'd be like, hey, y'all want to run some lines? And we start running some lines. So it really taught me to lean onto my scene partner. It's not just about me, it's about my scene partner. To be prepared, to be ready, because you don't know what's going to happen. And then just to allow. You've done the work, you've done the prep. When you're there, allow, be present in what the scene is and what's happening. And listen to the direction from Mr. Perry. So like now I'm like, when I finish that, I would get a 13-page audition. I'm like, ha! You know, I was doing all these pages a day. So it took away that fear of receiving a bunch of material in a short amount of time. And I take that with me to this day.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very, very good. Very good. Humbling information, and people, when they listen to Ruthless cast members, past, present, future, they need to really listen to you guys, because you, like you say, it's like it's really a boot camp where you guys have to go fast. The process is fast. You got to know your lines, know where you need to be. So I absolutely salute you guys. I commend you. I would not want to be in your shoes. You guys do such an amazing job. So
It's not
to you.
Yeah, it's not awful. It's just challenging. It's just challenging.
Right.
You realize this is not, you know, if you need another take, Mr. Perry's gonna be like, no, moving on. You know, you're like, oh, I didn't get that. You had that time. It was just like he's a schedule and he wants to get things out. He wants to get it to the fans, and so we keep it moving. So it's like it's not impossible. It's just challenging. It's tough though, but it's also fun as an actor to challenge yourself, and it was definitely a challenge. So I had a great time and very grateful to Mr. Perry for the opportunity.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna get off Melinda in a minute, but what was your most fondest memory working on the cast? Who was the biggest clown of the cast, if you can call them out?
Yes, I mean, I was clowning with everybody. We had a song. I can't sing, but we made a song. It was called "We're Going to the Highest Trailer," and we're like, "We're going to the highest trailer." We would sing it every day on set, and Miss Perry would be like, "Y'all get to work, please." But like, so Lenny's like a brother to me. Always joking around. I was scared of him as Melinda, but as Ashleigh, love him to death. Blue's funny. Melissa's funny. Most everybody has their funny moments, you know, when you're like cracking jokes and stuff. So my most fondest moment, making up songs. You know, all of us would be down there waiting to shoot our scenes. So in between it, we would just be making up songs. We would actually, I think my most fondest moment, when we would rap for the day, we would all go hang out together and we'd have freestyle diss battles as our characters. And we would be dissing each other. Like, so it's like me, Melinda, and I'll be dissing Ruth, or I'll be dissing like everybody, or Daikon. I used to go with Daikon's neck, and we'd just be like freestyling, battling as our characters. That was my fondest moment. It was so funny. They got so personal as our characters, and it was a great way to still be in character and play around and connect with the cast. So it was fun.
Oh, that is super cool. You just said, I mean, kudos to the fun. I'm loving fun environments. You just said that you can't sing. You need to take that negative energy back, because honey, I just heard a note or two
I received that
coming from your voice. So take that negative energy away and bring back in the positivity, girl. You got it. So
I received that.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna do this real quick. I have a few images, and these are characters from the show. Just give me your thoughts on that character. It can be, oh, I can't stand her. You're as Melinda. Keep in mind, you're as Melinda. So you know how you would feel about that character. It's not gonna be too hard, though, I promise you. All right, let's go.
Now y'all know I can't stand the elder mother. She's always trying to take me away from the highest, always trying to get in my way. I'm just working my way through her so I can get to the highest. Ooh, I can't stand her.
Look at her eyes, look at her face, y'all.
Always trying to tell me
what to do. Had a flashback. Awesome. Okay. How about this one right here?
You are dumb. You are really dumb. You really fell for that. And I wish I could say that I care, but I don't. You were just a pawn for me to get closer to the highest. So sorry.
Listen, you did that. You absolutely did that. You got as close as you could to the highest. All right. One final image.
Another person always in my face, always in my way, always has something to say, always yelling at me. Can you talk in a normal voice, Daikon? Why are you yelling at me? Yes, no, don't like Daikon either. Mm-mm.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you,
Oh,
thank you for participating in my little made up game, girl. I appreciate you so much. Okay. All right. Now, my question is, was acting your first career of choice, or was there something else that had your heart?
Ooh, it wasn't. I originally went to college to be a psychologist. Then I found out it was a long time for school, so I said not to that. And then I took a acting class for people who weren't majoring in acting, and I really liked it back in Ohio. And I started kind of pursuing my career out there. And then once I felt like I did what I could do there, I moved to LA. And now I feel like I always knew I wanted to do something creative. I didn't quite know what it was. And in Ohio, it's not like people are like, you can be an actor. You know, I mean, you can be an actor, no matter where you're from. It's just not as prevalent in certain areas as it is obviously in California. So then I moved here, and I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful to be here and to be able to pursue what I love to do. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, I'll keep saying this. You're doing an amazing job. Now, this particular image that I'm going to show, you literally deserved to be on this show. Of course, when you guys post things of projects that you're being a part of, I try my best to go and watch and see who that character is. Well, you made your presence known on this particular show right here.
Yes! I love Grand Crew.
Grand Crew. Tell everybody, first of all, let me tell everybody, this is my thought, and maybe my brain cells are like old school, but the characters in this particular show do things that Black people would say only white people do those things. But in actuality, we're actually out there doing those things as well, golfing and all of that stuff, and wine tasting. We're out there doing all of that stuff. So your character becomes the new girlfriend of the guy who has had his heart broken. How did you become a part of Grand Crew? And tell me about your character.
Simone, yes. So same thing, auditioned for a different character on Grand Crew. Loved it. And then they brought me back for Simone. And I remember it's so funny because, you know, sometimes you're like, well, why didn't I get this one? I wanted this one. God, why are you mad at me? Why didn't I get this one? And it's like, because I have something better for you. And this was another example of that. And I loved Simone more than the other character I auditioned for. I was like, oh, this feels more like me. Simone is like a hopeless romantic. She works hard. She's not afraid to say what she wants. She's not afraid to be who she wants. She's not afraid to ask for what she wants. And I could see parts of that in me. And I was like, oh, I love this character. So I auditioned for someone else. They brought me in for Simone. And I was so happy. I remember thinking like, Noah, who plays my love interest, Echo, the actor, is so much taller than me. I was like, I can't even reach him. I'll have to like jump up. But yeah, the cast is awesome. The executive producer, Phil Augusta Jackson, is amazing. He's worked on other comedy shows. And I think what's important is exactly what you said, like Black people, we're not one thing. There's a diaspora of people. We golf. We fly airplanes. There's so many things we like to do that's not often shown on television. We're usually in the same kind of occupation, doing the same kind of stuff, talking about the same kind of things. It's like, no, we have sommeliers that are Black people. We do all things. We are not just one thing or in one box. And that's what I love about us, because we can do it all, and we have done it all. It might not have been shown, we've done it all.
Right.
So this show just shows a different side of Black people. I mean, we kind of had it growing up. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was different than Parenthood, which is different than, so many other different Girlfriends, which is different than Half and Half, which is different. There's so many different types of Black shows that we had back then that today we don't have.
Right.
So I'm happy that Grand Crew does show that there's also this side of Black people too. It's not just, the gangsters and all that stuff. There's this side of Black people who are married and happy and don't,
Exactly.
It's nice to show different sides, because, when you put things on television, you are telling people who are not American this is what it looks like to be this person or this ethnicity. So we need to be showing these other sides of Black people. So people in Australia or wherever can be like, oh, they're not all like this. They actually do this too, which may sound kind of obvious, but sometimes other countries, all they know about Black people is what they see on TV. So if we're showing the same narrative, they're going to keep thinking that.
Absolutely. I absolutely love it. And it made me feel comfortable to let people know I like to go whitewater rafting. Like, y'all know we don't do stuff. They say we don't do that. Oh, yes, we do. And it's fun. You have a good time doing it. Now, you might get bumped up a little bit, but for the most part, it's still fun. It's still fun. So I appreciate a show definitely like Grand Crew. And I'm absolutely looking forward to its return. Was it March 23rd that it's returning? March 3rd.
Make sure, but I'm not. Hold on, now I might be telling you wrong. March 3rd, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, March 3rd.
Hey, hold please.
No problem.
In the meantime, what you said. So I had someone tell me like, I was talking about swimming. He's like, oh, Black people don't swim, and I was like, yes, we do. Like we swim, we whitewater raft. We box, we dance, we do it all. We have to just do one thing. I don't like that narrative. March 3rd, yes.
Okay, March 3rd.
Yes.
I will definitely be tuned in. You guys, make sure you check it out. It's definitely an amazing show. It just has an impact on me. I might cry about it because it's so cool. It's just such an amazing show. And then to see you on that show, I'm like, she fits so perfectly in that show because not really knowing you, but you seem to have a nice, bubbly personality, full of energy. And girl, you love rom-com. So where did that love of rom-com, not rom-com, I'm sorry, Comic-Con. Where did that love come from? The dressing up and where did that come from?
I grew up, I said I was a nerd. I watched a lot of anime. I played a lot of video games. So I always kind of grew up around that culture. And as I got older, I went to my first convention in Ohio. It was a Cleveland convention, Wizard World. And I was like, I'm gonna dress up. I didn't know what I was doing. I went as Jade from Mortal Kombat. I was like, oh my gosh. Like I didn't know what to expect. There's just tons of people dressed up as their favorite characters, and people want to take pictures with you. And it's kind of like acting. You kind of embody that character for the day, and people like, I'm like, I'm gay. That's not how I sound, but yeah, yeah. And ever since then, I've loved it. So I've continued to go to conventions in different places, and they have obviously conventions here in California. So I love it. It's been a part of my life for a long time, so I'm happy now I get to express it. I was a little shy about it. Again, Black people don't watch this. Black people don't do this. Black females don't do this. Yes, we do. Exactly. I know Black girls that do exactly what I do, and they love it. So
exactly. I had to ask my daughter, because she's 20 something. I ain't gonna tell y'all all that, but I asked her, I'm like, am I too old to go to a Comic-Con? So is there an age group that goes to Comic-Con, or do you see everybody there?
Everybody. It's a fandom. It'd be like if there was like a Ruthless convention. Like it's not like only people of this age can go. It welcomes everybody, and that's a beautiful thing. No matter your race, how you identify, like your age, like nothing. You can just go and just enjoy all the convention. There's tons of stuff. Even if you don't dress up, you don't have to. It's not like mandatory that you cosplay.
No, girl, I'm coming in costume. I'm coming in. First of all, I'm gonna get my money's worth. But second of all, I love different comic characters. Definitely a Marvel fan. So I'm coming in costume. I'm gonna be Storm or somebody.
There you go.
I'm coming.
And it's so much fun. You're like just celebrating something that you're a big fan of. That's really what it comes down to.
Absolutely. All right. So you mentioned being a nerdy girl. Can you tell me what this is all about?
Yeah, it's so fun. So I wanted to do and I am doing a podcast for women or anyone who identifies as a woman in the nerd community, because oftentimes we're shut out from men, and just hear different stories and narratives and what people like and what they've overcome in this space. And I started it, and then I allowed myself to get discouraged. So then when I made my website, I was like, let me start, getting back into this, or I had an idea of what I think it should look like, and when it didn't look like that, I got discouraged. So I'm allowing myself to just, I'm inviting this new thing in my life where if I feel called to do it without challenging myself, without talking down on myself, without discouraging myself. And I was like, let me just revisit this. And so, yeah, it's my podcast. I have 2 episodes recorded. I haven't released them because I'm figuring it out. I know. I'm going to interview a couple more people, so I have a little bit more content to release at a time. But I do have that coming. I'm hoping to get that out there soon. But yes, Sincerely Nerds. There's an Instagram. There's nothing on there, but if you want to follow it, it's at sincerely_nerds. But I do want to put some more energy into that this year.
Absolutely. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what it is that you have to say, what it is you have to bring to the community, to the world. You definitely have a voice, and you have to let young ladies know, because of course, you know, you're being watched by a lot of young ladies, and you have to let them know, hey, it's okay to be smart. It's okay to play games. It's okay to do this. It's okay to be different. And I think your voice would definitely be the voice that young girls need to hear, so they can get that assurance, self-assurance that it's okay to just simply be who I am. So whenever you upload those, listen, just upload the 2. Just upload the 2. You never know how it's gonna grow, but I'm gonna be listening because I just love you guys. You guys are all talented, amazing, and I just look forward to everything that you guys have coming up. With that said, I'm gonna get off my mama soapbox or my big sister soapbox and let everybody know what it is that you may have coming up.
Yes, so you mentioned a few of those. I am going to be on Grand Crew Season 2, March 3rd on Peacock. I know y'all got it because you've been watching Bel Air. My podcast will be coming out soon. I have a couple other projects in the works and possibly another video game. So yeah, good things are coming, and I'm very excited. I'm so grateful for you and everything you've done. You hold the Ruthless fan page down since day 1. Thank you so much. Your love for the show, your love for the characters, your love for us does not go unseen. It means everything. So thank you. You don't have to do this. You choose to do this, and I appreciate you. I see you, and I'm so honored that you asked me to be a part of the show. I'm grateful that you asked me to be a part of the show. So thank you for all your love for Ruthless, and I'm sad I'm not there anymore, but I'm still so happy to support such a welcoming and fun community that I have built from this TV show. So thank you so much.
Oh, I appreciate that. Listen, I would cry over here. You, like I said, the thing about it, I understand you guys are human as well. So that's why if you ever been in the group, I try to, if a person says something negative about not the character, but the actual cast member, I try to get rid of that, because it's too much going on in the world to allow bullying or anything negative. So that's my goal, just to let you guys come into a positive environment. So I thank you for even paying attention and let me know that you even noticed that I'm there and that we're there, you know, looking at you guys. Wow, listen. With that being said, I know I didn't ask you this, but I just want to know, even though you have a long way to go in this entertainment business, in the world, because you look like a baby, super young. But what is it that you, Ashleigh Morghan, would like to be remembered for the most? When it's all said and done, what would you like to be remembered for the most?
I would like to be remembered for inspiring and showing people from my hometown, Akron, Ohio, or from wherever you are, that you can do it. That whatever you set, it's not too late. That you can set your sight on your dreams and you can pursue them. Like, I hope that my life is a testimony for other people. And I haven't lived a crazy life, but I have pushed past a lot of things, and I've shown up, and I hope that through my arts and through my work, people have joy, that people have fun, and that people will live their life, because tomorrow's not promised. So that's, I hope that I can give back to people to just do whatever they feel called to do by seeing me do what I feel called to do, and hope just being yeah, just being a walking testimony for people. That's what I hope. Forget all like the acting stuff and all that stuff. I just really hope that my life, that people watching be like, oh man, if she can do it, I can do it. Or if she can do this, I can do this. That's what I hope to inspire in people.
Absolutely. Well, at this point, you are definitely doing it. You are living your dream. It may not be easy all the time, but you are continuing to drive and drive and drive. And I just want to say, I said this kind of like I posted a message to your mom. Thank you to your mom for allowing us a part of our world. Shout out to your mom. She is super amazing. She's so supportive. She's in that group as well. And now, before we go, how do you feel? Is your mom still watching Ruthless now that you're not on there? How do you feel about that? If she is,
I think she's behind. I'm a little like, no, I'm just kidding. Like, you were rooting for you. No, I'm so grateful for my mother. She's my number one supporter always. She's on here tonight. Well, there she is. Saying that's on her. Hey, mama. I think she's still watching. My sister too, Shirai. She's behind. I think. I'm sorry if you're not.
It's okay.
Yes, I want her to because I love the show. It's not about me. You know, it's about the cast. Y'all watch it for all. Maybe you watch for specific people too, but it's a collective. So yes, I still support Ruthless. I'm still out here supporting it. So yes, I love for people to continue to watch it, even if I'm not on the show anymore. Because it's still a fun show, and it looks like things are we just ended. It looks like things are just about to get steamy, as they always do. So yes, continue watching Ruthless.
Absolutely, absolutely. With that being said, let everyone know where they can find Ashleigh Morghan.
Yes, Instagram. I sometimes tweet, but everything is Ashleigh Morghan, ASHLEIGHMORGHAN. I have a website now. Woo! AshleighMorghan.com. Same spelling. I'm always here if y'all want to talk to me, to hit me up. I'm chilling. So, that's nice. Look at this popping up. Oh, hello.
Girl, we got fancy.
I ain't know like that. But yeah. So yeah, please. I'm all things Grand Crew, Ruthless, acting, life, being black. I don't know, whatever y'all want to talk about. I'm here. Nerd stuff. So yes, thank you to everyone who stayed up and watched this, who are watching this in the future. I'm so eternally grateful for support. And to you as well for just your support, for wanting to talk about. I haven't been on the show in a minute, but like, thank you for still like having interest in meeting. I'm very grateful.
Absolutely. You're still Ruthless family no matter what. You were there since day one, so you will continue to be Ruthless family. I absolutely appreciate you. It's my goal to continue to support you. Like I said, support you as much as I can, to let everybody know, hey, she has this going on. She has a show going on, whatever the case may be. And you have so much energy. I literally love your energy. And so I would be less of a person if I didn't show you any support. So thank you so much, the beautiful queen, Ms. Ashleigh Morghan, for being a part of this Ruthless conversation. I have had an amazing time. Are you okay? Did I do okay? Was it,
Did you do okay? You killed it when the sun go down. I feel like, I don't know, you might be working. I feel like you might be working with some people outside the compound, so I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. So, yes, this has been so much fun. I'm so grateful again. I say that. So, thank you. You killed it. You're great. I love your game. I wasn't ready. I was like, your questions, you did your research. This was an amazing time. So thank you again.
Listen, I normally don't ask people that, but I just like to make sure that whoever I'm speaking with, having a conversation with, is comfortable, and I don't make them feel weird. You know what I mean? So
no, not at all. Not at all. You are doing an amazing job. You are running this thing, honey. Thank you. Killed it, honey.
All right. Thank you again. With that being said, Ruthless fans, Ruthless family, do you have any final thoughts before we get up out of here that you would like to leave with the people? I know you told them where they can find you, where what you have coming up. Any final thoughts? Tell them stop being mean to Melinda. Anything. You just say,
We know Melinda was bald, okay? We know her hair was crazy, okay?
Hey, bald is beautiful. Please.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
They can get over that. Okay. I loved it. That's why listen. I ain't gonna even talk about that. We'll be here all day. I don't play with I don't play about that. Any shape, form, fashion. Hair is beautiful. No hair is beautiful. We as Black women are beautiful. Period. Get over it, people.
Yes, I'm just happy that people felt something. You know what? Sometimes you watch shows and they don't talk about you. You're like, well, dang. But so I'm happy. That's the thing. We're entertainers. I want people to feel things. I want people like, dang, she get on my nerves. She annoying. Yes, good. That means I'm doing my job.
Right.
You know? So I guess I just want to leave with people. Just continue to support the arts. Continue watching shows with Black people because we need it. And people in general, the arts in general, but just continue to support people of color putting out stuff because it's really hard to get things made. And yeah, I just continue to support Ruthless, and I'm just so happy and so grateful that people are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that's about it. I'm gonna let Miss Ashleigh go. But once again, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being a part of this Ruthless conversation. Tonight, we have learned that Ashleigh Morghan is not the annoying Melinda. She is super talented, very creative, and she just loves life and is willing to have fun by all means necessary, you guys. So make sure you guys head over, check out her website at ashleighmorghan.com, baby. It's the Morgan with the GH. Don't look for that GA, okay? Ashleigh Morghan, you guys. That being said, thank y'all so much. I'm going to wrap this thing up. You guys, can you tell everybody to just stay ruthless? With that being said, everybody, you already know, stay ruthless.
I wish I could put the ruthless, but I can't. So stay ruthless, baby. I always wanted to be able to say that, but I'm saying anyway, she put the ruthless, okay?
Okay, listen, she killed it. Listen, we can go on and on for on and on. But yeah, she rocked it. She rocked it. Yes. I was scared. All right, y'all. That is it. Have a great rest of your. It's about to be the weekend. So have a great weekend, Miss Ashleigh, Queen Ashleigh. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll just exit you out the screen. What I'm doing. Yeah. Bye, girl. Bye. All right, you guys. Thank you all so much for being a part of our Ruthless conversation. It was super amazing to finally get to speak with Ashleigh. Y'all, she's such a sweet person. Make sure you guys are following her. Like I said, ashleighmorghan.com is her website, or you can find her right there on Instagram at Ashleigh Morghan. Everybody, have a great night. And we already said it. You guys stay ruthless.